Heather's coming on. I'll let you know that she is joining us from the USA in Arizona. Heather Flake is a certified life coach and stay-at-home mom. She works with women from her church who feel disenchanted, alone, and guilty in their marriages to feeling empowered, fulfilled, and in control. So today she is sharing how you can handpick what you want to think, believe, and feel on purpose while using the metaphor, your brain is a buffet. Heather, welcome.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here. It's been so amazing. All of these coaches are just brilliant. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. We can see you. We're so excited to hear what you have to say.
Okay, amazing. Well, I just want to say I've loved everything that has been shared so much, just like so much goodness in such a small little time. Like this is just so good. Okay, so one of my biggest breakthroughs, like before I found life coaching, I just thought that life happened to you. And like everyone was handed a deck of cards, and some of your cards just really sucked, and that just sucked for you, but hopefully you'd get a better card soon. I just believe that life kind of happened to you. And then when I found life coaching, I was like, what? Hold up. I can just decide what I want to think about myself and my life and the people in my life. Like it was just mind blowing to me. All right. So that's what I want to share with you today. I want to use a metaphor that just came to me one time when I was coaching one of my clients, and I was like, this is good. Like I'm a very visual person. So it helped me to kind of connect some dots. So I want all of you to go back into your mind before the times of the coronavirus, before COVID swept the globe, and you could go into a buffet. Sorry, I'm eating a hair. There we go. Okay. You could go into a buffet and you walk in and there's just tons of food, right? Like there's rolls and there's meat and there's veggies, just like all the things. So you grab your plate and you start going down the line and you see food you like and you're like, oh, yes, I love salad. Oh, yes, hot bread for days. And you put the things you like on your plate and then you go and you sit down and you eat the food. Now, when you're going through line, if you see something that you don't like, for example, mushrooms, like I don't like mushrooms. So if I see a dish that has a lot of mushrooms, I'm just going to go ahead and skip that. I'm not going to eat it, right? Or seafood, like crab legs or something. That's just not really my jam. I'm not going to eat it. Okay. So I go through the buffet, I get the things that I want, sit down, eat it. It's great, right? I want you to think about your brain in this exact same way. It is a buffet, y'all. Did you know? Okay, the average human on any given day has 60,000 thoughts swirling around in that beautiful head of yours. Okay, so just think of it as like all the foods. And a lot of the times we find that we're eating mushrooms and we're eating crab legs, even though we don't like them. Why would you do that to yourself? Right? Like at a buffet, you would not put the 6 stuff you don't like on your plate and eat it. So why are you doing that in your brain? When your brain offers you thoughts of like, hey, you know what? You're not good enough. You're really behind. You're very fat. You're a bad mom. Like whatever it is, those negative thoughts, you have a choice on whether or not you're going to think that. You're going to fuel that thought. You're just like, oh yeah, I hate mushrooms, but I'm just going to keep putting them in my mouth and eating them. No, you would not do that. So this is like so liberating to recognize that it's the exact same with thoughts, you guys. Just because a thought comes to your mind does not mean you have to think it. And it does not mean that you have to take it on and believe it. Right? So that's the theme. If you remember anything, right? It's just like, just because it's offered doesn't mean you have to take it. The buffet has all kinds of things, but you have the skill to just pick out the things you like, or at least to pick out the things that you're intrigued by and you want to try. Same thing with your brain. Okay, so I want to give you like a practical example. Last year, I was pregnant with my baby boy that is almost a year now. Somehow, look at all these amazing birthdays we're celebrating. Okay, and I was very large. Okay, my son was very big. I'm a big person. I'm 5'10". When he was born, he was like 9 pounds, 8 ounces. He was the whopper of a man. And while I was carrying him, I would look in the mirror and I would just be flooded with these negative thoughts. I would think I'm doing pregnancy wrong. I'm so massive and gross. I'm never going to bounce back from this. And the problem with that for me is it was just affecting how I was showing up as a mom to my 3-year-old. It was showing up in my relationship with my husband. I was grumpy. I just wanted to lay on the couch and do nothing. And so I recognized like, okay, I've got to make some changes here. And I got some coaching on it. And the coach was like, Heather, listen, even though when you look in the mirror and you physically have a large belly, right? Or even when you physically stand on the scale and you see a number that for you seems so scary, even though those things are real and they're true, you get to think whatever you want to about it. And I was like, what? For real? I didn't know. So even though my circumstances didn't change, my belly was still very big and kept getting bigger. The number on the scale kept going up, which I recognize as a good thing, right? I know I was having a baby and that was good. But so I just had to decide when I looked in the mirror, the negative thoughts would still come. The mushrooms, the crab legs would come at me. But instead of putting them on my plate and eating them, I was just like, oh, no, thank you. I don't like mushrooms. I don't eat those anymore. Next. And I just picked something else that was like, oh my gosh, thank you, body, for housing a human that you're just going to push out. And then I'm just going to be obsessed with him and love him so much. Wow. Thank you. Oh, and P.S. Thanks for letting me be able to walk and clean and dance and laugh all while I carry a human in my body. Like it just helped me so much to have this mind shift to recognize I get to decide. So again, I want you to think about a buffet. There is not a man at the buffet with a large spoon coming around and just slinging stuff down on your plate. That does not happen, right? Like you go to the buffet line, you pick up a spoon and you're like, oh yes, I'll try this thing. And you put it on. Same with your brain. Just because it's offered doesn't mean you have to take it. I had a client too that also experienced this breakthrough and it was so like, I was so jazzed because I was like, right. But she said, listen, I've always known that my brain was powerful, but I never knew that I could intentionally choose how I wanted to think and then feel about the circumstances of my life until now. And so that's what I want to leave you guys with. And I think that's been such a powerful message and theme of this festival is that all you have are choices and that you get to decide what you want to think and what you want to believe about yourself. Even if there's something that is true, you still get to think whatever you want to about it. Your brain's a buffet. Just because it's offered doesn't mean you have to take it, friends. So when those thoughts come up, just recognize you get to choose. And the biggest thing that I could offer you right now is just recognize your awareness. Even before changing what you're thinking, just recognize what foods are on the table in your buffet. And then you'll have more traction being able to choose what you're actually going to think and believe on purpose. You've got this. Go enjoy the buffet. Love you guys. Thanks for being here.
Oh, Heather, amazing. I love that analogy. Your brain is a buffet and we have choice. We don't have to choose those negative thoughts. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to read you some comments from the chat box. Anonymous attendee says she's laughing. She or him is laughing. The mushroom and crab legs came to me. I love you, Heather. I didn't know life coaching could be this much fun. Yes, 100%. Of course,
it is
life coaching is fun.
Yes, that's why we do it.
I love that you said when negative thoughts showed up, I didn't choose them, but they're still there, like the crab legs and mushrooms. We have choice. We can let those negative thoughts be there, but we don't have to choose them. We can choose the ones that we want. That is gold. Oh my gosh. Amazing. All right. I'm going to give people a few more moments to write any more comments in. Somebody says, congratulations on your newborn. Great model for him. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So Heather, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your wisdom. Heather, as well as all the other coaches, is one of the amazing contributors to the Life Coach University, lifecoachuniversity.com. Everybody, you need to go there immediately, sign up for all the workshops that are available. There will for sure be one that is in the right time zone for you, because we have coaches from all around the world. So that's why sometimes some of the events that you log on, you'll look at and think, why is this on at 2 a.m. in the morning? That's weird. That's because it's from one of the coaches who's not in your country. But that's fine. You can go to any of the events, and often the coaches offer replays. So Heather, I am going to thank you again. I'm going to move you to attendee. I'm going to let everybody know that a lot of people contributed to this event who aren't here. So we have Chris Wells from the USA, who made an amazing video for us that was released as a teaser. Lots of us sent his video out. He is one of the regular contributors. We had Amanda McGregor in the lineup for this evening, but unfortunately, to unforeseen events, she was not able to join us. We are spewing that she couldn't be here, but we want to let you know about Amanda because she puts on events at the Life Coach University. And even though she wasn't with us here this evening, you can always catch Amanda and her workshops through the Life Coach University. We also had help from the British film editors in the UK. Can you believe that? That is because they are paying it forward. They contribute as well to the Life Coach University. They actually started this whole movement because they reached out to one of the contributors to the Life Coach University and approached her to help them. And then they decided to pay it forward to this coach by helping her out. And then this is how the Life Coach University came about, with coaches contributing their time and generosity and kindness to bring coaching to the whole world. Also, we have Nata PR from Canada contributing. They have been promoting this event. So this is a global event from people all around the world, collaborating and working together to bring coaching to millions more. Thank you to everybody who has participated today and joined in. Thank you to all the coaches. Thank you to Anna, to Yuta, to Callie, to Alana, to Tonya, to Heather, to Amanda, to Chris, to Deanne, to Nata PR, to the British Film people doing all their goodness and everything that they have helped us with. For you participating today, thank you so much for joining in. You need to go immediately to the lifecoachuniversity.com and sign up for a workshop with one of our wonderful coaches who presented tonight, and all the coaches who aren't here tonight. There are so many more coaches who didn't participate in this evening that are there and on the Life Coach University website and have workshops and events for you that you can sign up to today. Thank you, everybody. Wherever you are in the world, whatever day it is for you, whatever time of day, good morning, good day, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody who contributed, and thank you to everybody who joined us this evening. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodbye, everyone. Happy birthday, Life Coach University. Thank you to all the Pay It Forward coaches. We are contributing to a worldwide movement of millions more being coached generosity and kindness rippling out. Pay it forward. If you are a participant, if you're an attendee this evening, pay this kindness forward in however that looks to you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We love you. Happy birthday, Life Coach University.